Families and friends, please direct your attention to the video screens where you can watch the view from the center of campus as students and faculty are lining up in preparation for their last walk across campus before graduation. The final walk across campus to the commencement ceremony is a long-standing University of Idaho tradition. This academic processional consists of degree candidates, faculty members, and honored guests. The Border Highlanders Pipes and Drums will lead the parade of colleges from the administration building down the University Avenue to the Kibbe ASUI Activity Center. This tradition is the capstone to another University of Idaho tradition, the Vandal Walk. At the beginning of each fall semester, incoming first-year students are led across campus from the Kibbe Dome up to the administration building lawn where they are served a barbecue dinner by the president, provost, and college deans. Today's procession symbolizes the completion of their journey through the University of Idaho as they travel back, reversing the same route they walked only a few years ago. While we watch, we will be serenaded today by the University Wind Ensemble under the direction of Alan J. Gemberling. So enjoy the view as our outside cameras pick up the procession on its way to today's 120th commencement at the University of Idaho. Welcome to the 121st Commencement Ceremony of the University of Idaho. Please rise for the entrance of the graduating class of 2016, led by our outstanding faculty. The College of Graduate Studies. Leading the university's research and creative activities at the graduate level is the College of Graduate Studies, formalized in 1925. The college encompasses all graduate programs within the university. The Graduate College offers 80 master's degrees in fields ranging from accounting to water resources, 3 specialty areas of education, and doctoral degrees in 30 disciplines. The college is responsible for university-wide excellence in graduate education and training, serving more than 1,700 graduate students, professional students at 5 campus locations. College of Letters, Arts, and Social Sciences. The College of Letters, Arts, and Social Sciences is the oldest and newest college at the University of Idaho. It began as part of Letters and Sciences in 1900, and its current configuration dates from July 2006. Offering majors and programs in 19 subject areas with help from 125 faculty members, the college is led by highlight student Ashley Kunznia from Meridian, Idaho, majoring in psychology and minoring in art. With more than 3,200 undergraduate students and 237 graduate students, the college is the largest division of the University of Idaho and the academic bedrock of the university. Reaching every student through the general education curriculum, the college experience enhances each student's understanding about the world, helping cultivate social and personal responsibility, ethical and moral decision-making, and a sense of global citizenship. The College of Engineering. Established in 1907, the College of Engineering is one of the Northwest's premier engineering colleges with nearly 100 faculty, 50 staff, and 1,700 students. The college is known for educational programs that provide hands-on design and research experience, as well as sound fundamentals. The college's senior capstone project is recognized as one of the best in the country by the National Academy of Engineering. The college offers 9 undergraduate degrees and graduate degrees in 13 areas. The college pursues research in a variety of fields, including cybersecurity, transportation technology and efficiency, space exploration, and sustainable water management. College of Science. Established in 2002, the College of Science is led by highlight student Hayden Smotherman, a physics and mathematics graduate from Hayden, Idaho. 120 faculty members serve the College of Science, which offers 9 bachelor's programs, 12 master's disciplines, and doctoral degrees in 9 areas of study. The college offers a broad range of research programs, from evolution to synthetic and organic chemistry, to nanoscience and bioinformatics. Across research and scholarly activities, the faculty and students make significant contributions to the state of Idaho and the world. Students learn the excitement of scientific research while working alongside accomplished faculty on groundbreaking research projects. College of Agricultural and Life Sciences. Founded in 1901, the College of Agricultural and Life Sciences is led today by a highlight student, Travis Joel Chase from the New Plymouth, Idaho. A bachelor's recipient in both agricultural economics with an agribusiness emphasis and sustainable crop and landscape systems with a soil and land resources management emphasis. The college has 39 graduate and undergraduate academic majors and 10 minors offered from 7 academic departments. 201 faculty located on campus and around the state of Idaho serve more than 1,000 students. The College of Agricultural and Life Sciences advances the health and welfare of people, animals, and the environment through research and education in agriculture, community and human and rural development, natural resources, nutrition, and life science. The college leads statewide research and extension efforts related to various issues, with programs of distinction in potatoes and beef cattle. The college's faculty and students are finding solutions to the world's most critical challenges in order to create and sustain an abundant food and energy supply, a healthy environment, and successful families and communities. College of Business and Economics. Established in 1925, the College of Business and Economics is led today by highlight student Caitlin Gregory from Caldwell, Idaho, recipient of a BS in Business with a triple major in Management and Human Resources, Marketing, and Operations Management. The college has 7 undergraduate majors and Executive MBA and Master of Accountancy graduate programs. 39 faculty serve more than 1,300 students in the college. The College of Business and Economics belongs to a small group of business schools around the world with a ACSB Business and Accounting accreditation. The college is known nationally for its innovative integrated business curriculum and a signature hands-on learning programs. College of Natural Resources. Established in 1917, the College of Natural Resources is led by highlight student Molly Rard, a natural resources conservation major from Arlington, Washington. With 50 faculty members, the college offers 9 degree programs, also administering the environmental science program and collaborating with 2 additional university-wide graduate programs. The College of Natural Resources leads natural resource education west of the Mississippi. It was recently recognized as the #1 program in value and #5 in quality by USA Today. The college provides hands-on education and undergraduate research opportunities with world-renowned faculty. Its international impact reaches to Costa Rica, Haiti, Africa, and more. College of Education. Established June 7, 1920, the College of Education is led by highlight student Eduardo de la Rosa from Sanger, California, a bachelor's recipient in recreation. The College of Education offers 5 undergraduate degrees, 8 master's degrees, and 10 doctoral degree programs, and is served by 55 faculty members. The University of Idaho College of Education serves the people of Idaho and the region by providing research-based educational programs that emphasize leadership at all levels. The college has a strong reputation for innovation and excellence in Idaho, the Northwest, and beyond, graduating a significant portion of Idaho's educators and movement science professionals. The College of Education is home to the nation's first Doctor of Athletic Training degree, boasts a top-rated online special education program, and has a rehabilitation counseling and human resources program ranked 53rd in the nation by the National Council on Rehabilitation Education. The college's Docheo Center for Innovation and Learning is a leader in teaching technology, integration initiatives through support, education, and research. College of Art and Architecture. Established in 1981, the College of Art and Architecture is led today by John L. Pfeiffer from Pacifica, California, who has earned a Bachelor of Interior Design degree with an architecture minor. The college's academic programs include architecture, art and design, bioregional planning and community design, landscape architecture, interior design, and virtual technology and design. The college offers 12 undergraduate and graduate professional degrees and has 45 faculty members. The College of Art and Architecture teaches the integrated concepts of art and design and technology with a focus on cultural and environmental stewardship. The college provides graduates with the design, visualization, and leadership skills needed to enhance the quality of life for citizens of Idaho and our world. An interdisciplinary, hands-on approach emphasizes service learning, research opportunities, and professional practice. The college's research and design centers address contemporary issues of the built and natural environment. Located in Moscow, the Center for Resilient Communities fosters interdisciplinary research and global partnerships to advance social, economic, and environmental understanding of community resilience. Boise-based research and design centers include the Integrated Design Lab, the largest university energy-efficient research lab in the Pacific Northwest. At the Urban Design Center, 95% of the integrated architecture and landscape architecture students hold professional and research internships and work together across a range of scales to address issues of resilience and sustainability at the regional and urban scale. Thank you. Please be seated.
Oh, that tasted like 10,000 other mouths.
What do we do with our hands? I don't know.
Hi, Mom.
Nope.
4 years of media production in college, and I've never once done this.
Got it.
Confessions on camera.
Maybe sometimes when I said I was gonna start studying for my test the next day, I just watched Netflix for like 8 or 10 hours.
Well, here's a tramp stamp.
No, I'm not. Don't put that in there.
I like to tell my mom that she's gonna be a grandma. No, I'm just joking.
Oh, I was like, oh my gosh.
Well,
We don't
yes.
talk about those
My
things.
parents are gonna be at this, so keep that on the down low.
So no, never. We were always safe.
Always good, always studying.
Is this where I confess that I was, the university mascot? No.
The experience overall has been great, and I know that's a really cliche thing to say, but I came here thinking that I had it all figured out, knowing what I wanted to do with the rest of my life, and it turned out that I couldn't have been more wrong.
I think one of the scariest moments is the unknown when you first get here. You're alone and you're about to go on a 4 to 6 year journey maybe.
Yeah, actually at the beginning we were looking for a small town like to learn English. We see Moscow like really small, friendly people over here. You can learn English very fast.
And those people are very friendly too, so Northwest is the best.
Yeah.
There's not really one experience that I would say has been the best experience at Idaho, but more the experience as a whole.
I think the best moment for me was meeting guys that I got to be in their wedding.
I think I've learned a lot more about myself than I would have if I just would have gone on after high school and just gotten a job, and now it'll be a little bit easier because I have a nice little ticket to show for everything. So
Yeah. It's all been scary, meeting new people and engaging and taking all these risks. Like it's all been scary, but it's all worth it in the end.
Well, I don't really do anything embarrassing. I play it cool. I play it cool.
I had a guy who called the health education resource room, and I taught him how to put a condom on over the phone. People need that education, so I just had to do it.
I'm nervous about loans.
I mean,
Can we get to real talk? I'm nervous about loans.
Debt.
After college, I am conquering the world, one step at a time. So first step, pay off some college debt. Can't conquer the world when you got no money, but after college, it's a world of opportunities, really.
I hope I'll be the president of UFI.
Wow. I want to open my own daycare in the future, so I'm going to work on that.
We don't really want to go to the real world, I
No.
think.
Not yet.
Yeah.
It's really scary to be leaving because this is like a very safe zone. It's a lot of fun, and now the world seems really scary.
We're both like really big planners.
Yes.
And this is probably the biggest part of our lives so far, at least the way that I feel, that you can't plan for super well. Like, you know, you get job offers and you know, grad school opportunities and things like that. But at the end of the day, you know, May 14th, we're just gonna have to kind of go off and do something we've never done before. So.
Yeah. Some people say that like high school is going to be the best years of your life, but really college, I've had the most memorable experiences. I've learned the most. I've grown the most. It's been amazing.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna cry.
I think I'm gonna cry.
A lot.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to go.
It's exciting. I just feel like I have no words for it, honestly, aside from that.
Going up there will be the culmination of 5 years of hard work, 5 years of change, 5 great years of living the college dream, and it will be a momentous occasion for sure.
Nice. That's it. You're off the hook.
Thank God.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the entrance of the platform party and the officer candidates of 2016. The platform party today includes Kurt Pregitzer, Dean of the College of Natural Resources, Jerry McMurtry, Interim Dean of the College of Graduate Studies, Mark Hoverston, Dean of the College of Art and Architecture, Mark Nielsen, Associate Dean of the College of Science, Lynn Baird, Dean of the Libraries, Michael Perella, Dean of the College of Agricultural and Life Sciences, Mario Reyes, Dean of the College of Business and Economics, Corinne Mantle Bromley, Dean of the College of Education, Andrew Kirsten, Dean, College of Letters, Arts, and Social Sciences, Mark Adams, Dean of the College of Law, Larry Stauffer, Dean of the College of Engineering, Gene Stevenson, Vice Provost for Academic Affairs, Jeff Siegmiller, Director, WWAMI Medical Education, Gene Kim, Vice Provost for Student Affairs, Greg Fizzle, Chair of Staff Affairs, Anthony St. Clair, Past President of the Graduate Professional Student Association, Joe Stegner, Special Assistant to the President, Safa Rita, President of the Student Bar, Stephanie Bales, Executive Director of Marketing and Communications, Austin Karstetter, President of the Associated Students of the University of Idaho, Michael Satz, Boise Executive Officer, Max Cowan, Past President of the Associated Students of the University of Idaho, Mark Skiller, Idaho Falls Executive Director, Blaine Eccles, Dean of Students, Bob Weiss, UI Foundation Executive Director, Carolyn Payan, Faculty Senate Commencement Committee Chair, Kathy Barnard, Executive Director, Alumni Relations, Heather Chermak, University Registrar, John Ford Elsacer, Jr., Alumni Hall of Fame inductee, Jack McIver, Vice President for Research. Mark Hedge, Alumni Hall of Fame inductee. Rob Spear, Athletic Director. Brian Oswald, Alumni Hall of Fame inductee. Dan Ewert, Vice President for Infrastructure. Yolanda Bisbee, Tribal Relations Executive Director and Interim Chief Diversity Officer. Mary Kay McFadden, Vice President for Advancement. Brian Foisey, Vice President for Finance. Bill Gosling, University of Idaho Regent. Lieutenant Colonel Brad Martin, U.S. Army. Rich Allen, President's Medallion recipient. Brigadier General Eric Peterson, U.S. Army, Commencement Speaker. Sharon Allen, President's Medallion recipient. John Grossenbacher, Honorary Degree Candidate. John Weinsick, Provost and Executive Vice President. Randy Teal, Faculty Senate Chair and Mace Bearer. Chuck Staben, 18th President of the University of Idaho. Please remain standing for the Combined Forces Color Guard and the presentation of the colors, followed by the singing of the national anthem.
Hello, and welcome to this commencement ceremony. My other life is in architecture. We have a saying that says you don't get to be good in architecture or a good architect until you turn 50. Let's start that again. Hi, welcome. As I was saying, you don't get good at architecture until you're 50. Sorry, architecture grads. That's actually a positive thing, and I just say this because I believe that this sets up the idea that this moment right here establishes a lifetime of learning and discovery. And I just hope for all of the graduates that it will be the same as it is in architecture, that this will be the moment that you set forward towards continuous learning and discovery in your life. With that, I would like you to help me, please join me in welcoming the 18th president of the University of Idaho, Dr. Chuck Staben.
If you would all be seated, that would be relaxing. Thank you very much, Randy, for opening our commencement ceremony. We're grateful for your leadership as chair of our Faculty Senate. Thank you also to the University Wind Ensemble, conducted by Professor Al Gemberling, and to the Vandaliers under the direction of Dr. Michael Murphy. Sure. Thank you also for the presentation of colors under the command of the Navy, which was made by a joint color guard comprised of cadets from Idaho's Army, Navy, and Air Force ROTC units. Thank you to our marshals and for the leadership of Dr. Rula Awad Rafferty, Lead Marshal, and Dr. Mickey Gunter, Assistant Lead Marshal, for our ceremony today. Thank you very much. And thank you to Jeremy Falk, our announcer and voice from above. We'd like to welcome our special guests, Regent Bill Gosling, Bob Weiss, Executive Director, UI Foundation, Kathy Barnard, our Alumni Association Executive Director, deans, faculty, honored guests, parents, and families, we thank you for joining us on this beautiful day in Moscow. Welcome to Idaho's leading national research university. Well, thank you. Yes, from which you'll shortly graduate. Our home campus here in Moscow sits on historic native Nez Perce land. It bustles with traditions and with the vitality of new projects, ambitious institutional goals, and of course, a student body forging a better future for themselves, the university, for the state of Idaho, and for the world. For more than 125 years, the University of Idaho has shaped the future through transformative education, through discovery and innovation in ideas that matter, and through dynamic engagement with industries and communities. The graduates here today take their place in that proud history and in that forward-looking mission. I am grateful for the opportunity for all of us to come together to celebrate and honor these achievements. You have practiced critical inquiry and opened your minds to new ideas. You've conducted hands-on research, scholarly activity, and creative work alongside professors and mentors at the leading edges of their disciplines. You have also engaged in this community and others, offering leadership and service that made a difference and that live up to our ideals as Vandals. You have grown as students and as thinkers, as engaged citizens of our world, practicing discipline, focus, and self-efficacy that will secure a bright future after you move that tassel to the other side of your mortarboard later today. Our university provides each of you a place to learn and grow, to give back and succeed in the way that reflects your priorities, values, and aspirations. That success shines through in all the university's many endeavors, in our honors program, in our volunteer and diversity programs, in our athletics programs, in our fraternities, our sororities, our residence halls, and all our student organizations. Our success story includes the dedicated students who have won prestigious national and international awards, such as the Gilman and Goldwater scholarships, Fulbright, and graduate research fellowships. It includes the hundreds of Vandals who spend their breaks and their weekends volunteering to help people and communities in need, home here in Idaho and across the globe. From our student organizations to our classrooms, from our sports programs to our laboratories and studios, Vandals enjoy the power of this transformative education. Success starts here at your university, the one that you have helped make great, the one that you will proudly call your alma mater. Today, you join the many Vandals who have gone on to propel our state, our nation, and the world to new heights. Vandals are contributing as professionals to industries that build strong communities and move the nation forward. You will find the Vandal imprint on everything from space exploration to microbiology, from sustainable agriculture that feeds a hungry planet, and you'll find it in music that celebrates our humanity and culture. From big cities to small towns, and in all walks of life, Vandals are servants, volunteers, and leaders. Today, you take your place in the Vandal family as alumni, and I offer you sincere congratulations. Your graduation today is a success story for you, for your families, and for the University of Idaho. Let me share just two inspiring examples of Vandal success. Among our graduates today is Kelly Christensen. Is Kelly here? Kelly, are you standing up? There she is, over there. You might have read her story on our website recently. Kelly's finishing an undergraduate research project that takes an interdisciplinary route to use mathematics to understand and fight disease. Her fascinating work will position her for a promising career in academia or industry, but Kelly has not limited herself to the classroom. She's a student ambassador for the College of Science who shared her experience and success with future Vandals. She's participated in UI Science Outreach, bringing the excitement of science to area elementary and middle school students. Thank you very much, Kelly, for fostering the ambition of future scientists and future Vandals. Let's applaud Kelly. I'd like to point out just one more example, although I'm sure there are many here with us today. Somebody who literally has personified the Vandal spirit. Today we congratulate Joe Vandal on his graduation. Joe, our beloved mascot, is not actually walking across the stage, but the person who has brought him to life for 4 years will be. You've seen College of Graduate Studies student Rob Gibson, who is receiving a master's degree in our interdisciplinary environmental science program today at countless events, celebrations, and gatherings over the years. He's brought energy and enthusiasm to a role that boosts pride in our school and spurs us on to loftier heights. Rob is also a drum major in our Vandal marching band, sharing the sound of Idaho passion with our institution. I always wondered why you didn't see the two drum majors and Joe at the same time. But at any rate, thanks, Rob, for embodying Joe Vandal, for beating the drum, literally, for the University of Idaho, and for epitomizing what it means to be a member of a tribe from the north, brave and bold. Rob, are you standing up? There you are. And as I said, there are countless other examples of initiative and determination among you today. Each graduate here has completed a long journey. While we facilitated your journey with opportunities and with faculty and staff members who care, your success is ultimately a result of your ability and effort. You may have had setbacks, experienced frustration, and even failure. Achievement is not a path marked on either side by convenient success and easy accolades. The trials inherent in any experience are where we learn and where we rise up to become our better selves. Wherever you go in life, as teachers, as engineers, as business leaders, or artists, take the lessons of perseverance, of grit, and of determination with you. The world needs people who don't give up. The world needs people who have confidence and courage. The world needs people who are brave and bold, and therefore, in short, the world needs Vandals. Let's applaud our new Vandals. Now, very few of us make it to where we want to be in life without the help of others. Many of you here today have made it with the help and encouragement of a support system, parents, family, spouses, children, and friends. Those dedicated people have helped you become your best. To that support network, I think that we should all offer our sincere thanks and appreciation. So on behalf of all the graduates and the faculty and staff at the University of Idaho, I invite all the parents, grandparents, guardians, families, loved ones, and friends to stand and be recognized by all of us here on the floor. That's all of you in the stands, probably. Thank you so much. Thank you for investing in the success of our graduates. Graduates, just a few final words from me. This is an exciting time for you. Your future is yours to shape. Stay open to new ideas, seek new information, and explore new concepts. Engage the world with enthusiasm and interest. The Vandal family will be there to support you, and I hope you will always consider the University of Idaho a home. Congratulations, and go Vandals. Seated directly behind me are some of the University of Idaho's leaders. If members of the platform party would please rise. Thank you for your leadership and dedication to the students of this great institution. Ladies and gentlemen, our platform party. Thanks, you can be seated. It is a privilege that we have with us today one of our university regents. Bill Gosling is a member of the State Board of Education, a University of Idaho regent, and a University of Idaho graduate. Regent Gosling, will you please bring greetings to our graduates today?
Thank you, Dr. Staben. Thank you, all the doctors that are behind me and many that are in front of me. And General Peterson, I appreciate this opportunity to bring to you the greetings of the State Board of Education, but more importantly, as a regent of this great institution. Today, when you cross this stage, you're going to transition from a student to a graduate, but you're also going to transition from a learner to an ambassador of education. One of the great challenges in this state is to provide quality education, not only to you, but to members of your families and all members of this great state. Through your hard work, you will achieve many successes. Demonstrate the value of the valuable education. I would like to point out I had the privilege last night to attend the President's dinner with respect to the distinguished alumni, and there were two of those individuals, Richard and Sharon Allen, who shared with us not only their great successes they've had in life, but where that began here on this campus through hard work. And I encourage you to demonstrate that hard work, not only to on the job, but to your family and in your community. Remember, buy yourself a dictionary, because that's the only place you're going to find success before work. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bill. Regent Gosling will be finishing his term on the State Board of Education at the end of June. I wanted to simply thank you personally for your commitment to the University of Idaho and to all the students and people of Idaho. Thank you very much, Bill. It is a great privilege to acknowledge our University of Idaho Alumni Hall of Fame recipients who were inducted yesterday in a university ceremony. Will the Hall of Fame inductees please stand and be recognized as I call your name? John Ford Elsesser, Jr. Mark Hedge. And Brian Oswald. Thank you very much for being with us today. You can read more about our Alumni Hall of Fame recipients in your commencement program. Our commencement speaker today is Brigadier General Eric C. Peterson. He is a distinguished military graduate of the University of Idaho's Reserve Officer Training Corps program. He received his Army commission in 1986 and holds Bachelor of Science degrees in Geography and Cartography from the U of I and a master's degree in Business Administration from Touro College, New York. He also holds a master's degree in National Security and Strategic Studies from the National War College. Please welcome our 2016 commencement speaker, Brigadier General Eric C. Peterson.
Good morning, Vandals, and good morning, friends and families and supporters of these accomplished scholars. As an old Vandal alum, it's absolutely humbling to stand before this august group in this wonderful place, precisely 30 years after walking in your shoes. I absolutely cherish every memory of my time here. My U of I academic experience might be best characterized as among those most improved. Easily distracted during my first couple of years, it wasn't until my third, fourth, and fifth year that I really hit my stride. I really enjoyed the University of Idaho. In retrospect, maybe too much. Nonetheless, the strong academic foundation and equally important, the growth I experienced have served me well. In addition to a couple of bachelor's degrees, I left this wonderful campus armed with intellectual curiosity, a lifelong thirst for learning, a basis for critical thinking, the ability to communicate my ideas, practical approaches for problem solving and conflict resolution, some basic leadership skills, an appreciation of the arts, a love of the natural world, respect for others in person, in idea, and an understanding of the value of integrity and character. And to top it off, I also benefited from the practical examples of several exceptional faculty and staff mentors. And I pray that your experiences have been equally rich and transformative. Now, I am acutely aware that I am in the unenviable position of being one of the final obstacles between you and the conferring of degrees. In the formal recognition of several years of study, learning, determination, and toil, and the richly deserved celebrations that follow. I'm also quite embarrassed to admit that I recall absolutely nothing of my commencement, nor the speaker 30 years ago. And no, I was not impaired. My thoughts were simply elsewhere. The future and approaching possibilities took all of my attention. So in light of these facts and your restless anticipation, I pledge to be brief. I'm not going to offer you a lengthy formula or a list for success, for every person's journey is as different as their personalities, strengths and weaknesses, determination and resilience, the trials they'll face, and the opportunities they'll be afforded. Rather, I'd like to offer you a couple of challenges. Now, you may not realize it sitting here on the Palouse on a stunning spring morning, eminent graduates of this proud institution, but you are now part of the world's elite. Although I don't presume to know, nor would I dare judge your personal circumstance, how you got by the past several years on ramen, tuna, peanut butter, pizza, how much student loan debt you've amassed, or how hard you or others worked to get you here, the fact remains that you are exceptionally well educated and by many measures privileged. Certainly not a condemnation nor a provocation, just a fact. Through hard work, sheer determination, chance, luck, fate, prayer, or any combination of these, you, by many if not most measures, are in an elite global stratum. Of the roughly 7.10 or 7.4 billion of your fellow humans, less than 8% have a bachelor's degree. For a master's, that proportion drops to 3%. For a doctorate, much less than 1%. The measured benefits are substantial. As a cohort, you will earn 70 to 80% more over a lifetime than your less educated peers, and you will live an average of 7 years longer. At the other end of the spectrum, an incredible and disappointing 17% of your fellow world citizens are completely illiterate. Even more fundamental, 30% of the world lives under authoritarian rule, where the most basic rights and freedoms and representative governance are denied. Over 20% lack adequate shelter to protect them from the climate and the elements. Over 15% are exceptionally malnourished, and a similar proportion lack access to safe drinking water. Nearly 10% live in absolute abject poverty on less than $2 a day. Nearly 8%, roughly 60 million, unprecedented in recent decades, are refugees displaced by insecurity, conflict, and violence. You, on the other hand, in addition to your academic accomplishment, have studied in growth, in relative peace and security, with access to shelter, services, and fulfillment of most, if not all, of your basic human needs. And as modest as your personal means may be, as a cohort, you are relatively prosperous. You live and grow in a country that remains among the top tier for most measures of quality of life and financial well-being, where rich diversity contributes to our strength, where basic freedoms and rights are codified and protected by law, where we benefit from a free and vibrant press and an independent judiciary, and governance, as imperfect as it is broadly representative from the local to the national level. And as a matter of course, transitions of power are routine and peaceful. I share this comparative stratification not to simply add to the year's worth of facts and figures you are currently trying to flush, rather to provide context and remind you just where you stand. Again, sincere congratulations. You absolutely earned this. But don't discount the good fortune, the environment in which you've been allowed to thrive. And consider that your relative fortune implies responsibility. And now for the first challenge, captured in spirit by this brief excerpt from President Theodore Roosevelt's 1905 inaugural address. Much has been given us, and much will rightfully be expected from us. We have duties to others, we have duties to ourselves. We can shirk neither. Specifically, I challenge you to find a way to give back, a way to serve. I'm certainly not suggesting that all of you don a uniform and raise your right hand and swear an oath, like the fine lieutenants and ensigns in the front row will do shortly, or all dedicate yourselves to full-time charity work, or all join the Peace Corps. Although the U of I does have a strong reputation for student humanitarian service and a rich history of strong Peace Corps participation. Nor am I suggesting that you put on hold valid career aspirations and opportunities in the prospect of a no-kidding paying job, the opportunities for well-deserved achievement and acclaim that will come for many. Rather, I challenge you to find a way, in addition to your valid career ambitions and pursuits, to continue to share some small portion of your skill, talent, leadership, education, intellect, and energy for the greater good, for the benefit of others. Occasional volunteer work, mentoring or tutoring, teaching adult literacy, teaching English to an immigrant or refugee family, leadership in local government, a charitable organization, helping a less fortunate or less able neighbor. Make it a habit, make it a lifestyle, not just a single act. You will make a difference, and with time and the collective impact of your combined efforts, through your actions, through your conspicuous positive personal example, through those you touch and those you inspire. And when you hesitate or inevitably ponder the easier, disengaged, uninvolved path, please consider this question. If not you, the world's educated elite, those who benefit from relative prosperity and security, free in person, speech, and idea, then who? The next mutually supporting challenge, endeavor to be kind. As with the challenge of giving back, this need not be a grand gesture, rather a habit, a way of life, the power of which was clearly understood by the noted early 20th century philosopher and humanitarian Albert Schweitzer when he asserted, constant kindness can accomplish much. As the sun makes ice melt, kindness causes misunderstanding, mistrust, and hostility to evaporate. Now, the apparent irony of a career soldier whose chosen vocation involves the firm administration of discipline and the government-sanctioned application of violence, challenging you to be kind, is not lost on me. The reality is that 30 years as a soldier affords a unique perspective on human interaction. I've had the opportunity to travel widely and interact with people, both friends and foes, from all walks of life, to witness firsthand the very best and the very worst of humanity. And along that journey, nothing has had more profound impact on me than the occasional, conspicuous kindness of my fellow man, and the simple pleasure and reward of being able to extend the same. Common to almost all cultures, religions, and philosophies, kindness or civility and its inherent power is often overlooked in our competitive, urgent, hyper-connected, self-absorbed, self-indulgent lifestyle. Simple acts of kindness not only serve to counter the burdens and travails of the recipient, but are also well known to improve the well-being of the giver. The impact of an outstretched open hand, an unforced smile, a sincere greeting, a friendly embrace, a thank you, genuine hospitality shared by people both modest and great, treating a stranger with simple dignity and respect, particularly one with a different background, culture, or perspective, a small, selfless, or helpful act. All can be profound, lasting, and positively viral. So the challenges, again, in brief review: understand and appreciate your good fortune and standing and the responsibility that comes with it. Give back and be kind. In closing, I offer this final thought from poet, essayist, and philosopher Ralph Waldo Emerson. To know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. How will you determine success? What will be your legacy? You chart the course, and that exciting journey begins now. Again, my most sincere congratulations. God bless you, and go Vandals!
General Peterson, could you please come back to the podium for a moment? We have a little gift for you. Thank you very much. We appreciate your leadership for our nation, and thank you for sharing your story today. I invite you to read more about General Peterson in the commencement program. The President's Medallion is given to select individuals who have made significant contributions to the cultural, economic, scientific, or social advancement of Idaho and its people, and who have provided exceptional service to the state or nation that has influenced the well-being of humankind. The medallion is a specially commissioned medal minted in Idaho from Idaho Silver. Sharon and Rich Allen graduated from the University of Idaho in 1973. Sharon received her bachelor's degree in accounting from the College of Business and Economics, while Rich received his degree in agricultural engineering. Rich and Sharon served as co-chairs of the university's Inspiring Futures Campaign Cabinet, as well as the Campaign for Idaho National Campaign Council. Rich is a past chair of the National Vandal Scholarship Fund Board of Directors and is the current chair of the U of I Foundation Board. Sharon spent her entire career at Deloitte LLP, one of the world's most influential accounting and consulting companies. She was the first woman to lead a national accounting firm and was the company's first female chair of the board, appointed in 2003. Sharon retired in 2011. Sharon was named to the Forbes list of the 100 most powerful women in the world 4 times. Sharon was the U of I commencement speaker in May 2004, at which time she received an honorary doctorate of administrative science. The University of Idaho proudly presents the 2016 President's Medallion to Sharon and Rich Allen. Congratulations. Now I wish to invite Provost Winsek and Dr. Carolyn Payan, Chair of the Faculty Senate Commencement Committee, to join me in conferring honorary degrees.
May I present John J. Grossenbacher for the degree Honorary Doctor of Administrative Science.
John Grossenbacher, upon the recommendation of the faculty, and with the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Idaho, I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Administrative Science, together with all its rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations.
John J. Grossenbacher is a retired Vice Admiral, U.S. Navy, and the former director of the Idaho National Laboratory. Grossenbacher earned a bachelor's degree in chemistry from the U.S. Naval Academy in 1970, attended the Harvard University School of Business Program for Management Development in 1988, and received a master's in international relations from Johns Hopkins University in 1992. The University of Idaho is proud to confer upon John J. Grossenbacher, a most distinguished individual, the degree Doctor of Administrative Science.
And you can read more about all of our honorees in your commencement program. A tradition of the University of Idaho is administering the oath of office for the commissions of the officer education program candidates. This is achieved at the same time as they earn their degrees. Lieutenant Colonel Brad Martin of the U.S. Army will make the introductions for the oath of office for those to be commissioned in the Armed Forces of the United States.
Will the individuals designated for appointment as commissioned officers in the Armed Forces of the United States please stand? Brigadier General Eric C. Peterson, will you please come forward to administer the oath of office?
Ladies and gentlemen, please listen carefully to the words of the military officer's oath, where by law and tradition these young men and women will pledge their fidelity not to a man or a flag, but to the principles embodied in our Constitution. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Having been appointed an officer in the United States military, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the office upon which I am about to enter. So help me God. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. You may be seated. Congratulations to all our commissioned officers. I know that you will serve your fellow citizens, your country, and the world well with the supreme aim of peace and harmony at home and abroad. We thank you for your sacrifice, courage, and commitment. Now, Provost and Executive Vice President Winsek will now announce those receiving honors.
In continuing to acknowledge excellence at our university, we recognize the undergraduate students who are graduating with special honors today. Will the students please stand as I call your honor designation and remain standing while we applaud your achievements. First, cum laude with distinction, bronze honor cord. This is the top 10% of their college class. Will you please rise? Remain standing. Magna cum laude with great distinction, silver honor cord, top 6% of their college class. Please rise. Summa cum laude with highest distinction, the gold honor cord, the top 3% of their college class. Please remain standing. We have one more group. Also, we invite to stand members of our honors program and numerous honors societies, organizations, our veterans, and others with cords. Please stand to be recognized. You have brought distinction to yourselves and to your university through your high achievements as student scholars. We honor your hard work and commitment to learning. We look to you for leadership and upholding high standards for yourself and for your peers. Please be seated. President Staben.
Now, Provost Winsek will announce the granting of university degrees earned by you, our students.
We are about to begin the granting of degrees to all candidates who have met the requirements for the bachelor's, master's, specialist, and doctoral degrees. These degrees have been completed through formal study at the University of Idaho. Degrees will be conferred on all candidates present at these exercises, as well as all absentees who have been duly excused. Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree please stand? President Staben, these candidates are recommended by their respective faculty to be awarded the baccalaureate degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Idaho, I hereby confer upon each of you the bachelor's degree earned with all its rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities. In testimony whereof, you will receive the diploma of the University of Idaho. Congratulations. You may be seated. Thank you.
Will the candidates for the master's and/or the specialist degrees please stand? Each of you has completed satisfactorily rigorous advanced studies in academic disciplines. President Staben, these candidates are recommended by their respective faculty to receive the master's and/or the specialist degree so earned.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Idaho, I hereby confer upon each of you the specialist degree or the master's degree earned with all its rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities. In testimony whereof, you will receive the diploma of the University of Idaho. Congratulations. You may be seated.
Will the candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Education, Doctor of Athletic Training please stand? Each of you has completed satisfactorily rigorous advanced studies in academic disciplines. President Staben, these candidates are recommended by their respective faculty to receive Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Education, Doctor of Athletic Training, so earned.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Idaho, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Education, Doctor of Athletic Training, so earned, with all its rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities. In testimony whereof, you will receive the diploma of the University of Idaho. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Well, this is a repeat. Okay, yeah. Will the candidates for the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Education, Doctor of Athletic Training please come forward escorted by the marshals, followed by the master's, specialist, and baccalaureate degrees. We ask that all candidates, after receiving their degrees, please stay for the rest of the ceremony in respect of the other graduates and their family. Students receiving the doctorate are given a doctoral hood. It is our tradition at commencement for the doctoral candidate to be hooded by his or her major professor. Marshals, please escort the candidates to the stage.
Okay, folks. I have to apologize.
See, I woke with the moon, see, I rose with the sun. The notion itself was a troublesome spell. Need a wash into another, I did myself. And I've been right from myself now most my whole life. When I ain't becoming so I stick to my guns and I keep my head still. When I see the truth to kill and I don't stop till I got my friend.
It sounds like science fiction, but it's not. Tomorrow morning, the United States spacecraft will fly by the Pluto system and make history.
His name is Miles Scott. He was diagnosed with leukemia at just 18 months. He's been battling it ever since.
More than 120 people have been killed in Paris in a series of attacks across the city.
Mr. Obama is the first sitting U.S. president to visit Cuba in nearly 90 years.
The court making same-sex marriage legal in this country across every state in this nation.
Intrepid Sam says it's like in the great tales, Mr. Frodo, the ones that really matter. Folk in those stories had lots of chances of turning back, only they didn't, because they were holding on to something. And Frodo says, "What are we holding on to, Sam?" And Sam lifts him up and looks him in the eye and says, "That there's some good left in this world, Mr. Frodo, and it's worth fighting for. I want for you to choose good."
I want to give this game ball to someone that we all love more than anything in this world, the most special kid I've ever been around. And everybody say a prayer for him tonight, and I'm going to give him this game ball. That's Jake.
Go out there, chase the adventure, chase what you want to do, and do what you love.
I don't think I really knew who I was until I came to college.
I don't think I would be here if it wasn't for my family.
I feel like I want to feel this like fireworks going off, like I accomplished something kind of thing.
It's crazy the things that you end up doing. It's just one step here, one step there, and then 50 steps later you're like, wow, I can't believe I did all this.
I totally lost track of what you were talking about.
I know.
So just do it!
This is where your ice cream comes from.
Thanks, Obama.
That's the shot. Ready, go!
Why'd you make a big mess?
Because it's beautiful. It's amazing. I got my first kiss today.
And it's an awesome feeling. It's an awesome feeling when you truly believe that you're going to be successful. Regardless of the situation, regardless of the scoreboard, you're going to be successful because you put in all the time, all the effort, all the hard work, and you know that it's going to pay off.
Are you gonna miss your mom?
No.
No?
Recollection of the places I've been, people I've known, my relationships, my family. I've been waiting my whole life patient. Time keeps changing, time changes.
Students graduating with a doctoral degree
will be greeted by Provost and Executive Vice President John Winsek and Interim Dean Jerry McMurtry. Gordon Snyder, Doctor of Philosophy, Natural Resources. Gordon Snyder is being hooded today after receiving his doctoral degree from the College of Forestry, Wildlife, and Range Sciences in 1976. He will be hooded by his major professor, Dr. Michael Falter. The dissertation title is The Northern Rocky Mountain Water Quality Benchmark System, a procedure for satisfying the natural, chemical, and physical quality of stream water. Robert Jeffrey Bonzer, Doctor of Athletic Training, will be hooded by Major Professor Dr. Russell Baker. Dissertation title, Evaluation and Treatment of Chronic Lower Extremity Musculoskeletal Conditions from a Regional Interdependence Perspective, a dissertation in clinical practice improvement. Christy Lauren Hancock, Doctor of Athletic Training, will be hooded by Major Professor Dr. Russell Baker. Dissertation title, Examining a Regional Interdependence Approach for the Treatment of Acute and Chronic Musculoskeletal Dysfunction, a dissertation of clinical practice improvement. Tyler Heather, Doctor of Philosophy, Bioinformatics, and Computational Biology, will be hooded by Professor Paul Hohenlohe. Dissertation title, Genetic Networks, Adaptation, and the Evolution of Genomic Islands of Divergence. Bethany Lynn Hansberger, Doctor of Athletic Training, will be hooded by Professor Russell Baker. Dissertation title, Evaluating Novel Manual Therapies for the Treatment of Lower Extremity Dysfunction and Pathology, a dissertation of clinical practice improvement. Robinetta Ashley Hudson, Doctor of Athletic Training, will be hooded by Professor Russell Baker. The dissertation title, Evaluating the Effects of the Mulligan Concept Manual Therapy in Athletic Training Practice, a dissertation of clinical practice improvement. Scott Eugene Landis, Doctor of Athletic Training, will be hooded by Professor Jeff Siegmiller. Dissertation title, An Epidemiological Observation, Non-Contact Interior Cruciate Ligament Injury Risk Prediction using Functional Movement Screen and Knee Abduction Moment, a dissertation of clinical practice improvement. Rick Allen Luch, Doctor of Athletic Training, will be hooded by Major Professor Russell Baker. Dissertation title, Evaluating a Regional Interdependence Approach for Treating Apparent Hamstring Tightness in Collegiate Athletes, a dissertation of clinical practice improvement. Edward G. Flathers, Doctor of Philosophy, Natural Resources, will be hooded by Major Professor Paul Gessler. Dissertation title, The Big Data Life Cycle in Ecoinformatics, Curation, Processing, and Analysis. Belinda Joan Sanchez, Doctor of Athletic Training, will be hooded by Major Professor Russell T. Baker. Dissertation title, A Patient-Centered Evidence-Based Approach to Athletic Training Clinical Practice. Valerie Felicia Stevenson, Doctor of Athletic Training, will be hooded by Major Professor Russell Baker. Dissertation title, Implementation of Evidence-Based Practice Within an Athletic Training Athletic Model, a dissertation of clinical practice improvement. Ebenezer Jones Mensa, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemistry, will be hooded by Major Professor Jacob Magellan. Dissertation title, Selective Reductions Directed by Rehydrated Alumina and Thiomethylation using dimethyl sulfoxide, an exploration of program, oh, excuse me, that's all. Gordon Cox, Doctor of Philosophy, Education, will be hooded by Major Professor Laura Holyoke. Dissertation title, An Exploration of Program Director Leadership Practices in Nationally Accredited Paramedic Education Programs. Alyssa K. Korsak, Doctor of Philosophy, Environmental Science, will be hooded by Major Professor Andrzej Paczynski. Dissertation title, Identification and Survival of Microbial Isolates Collected from the Viking Spacecraft Surfaces Subjected to Simulated Environmental Conditions of Mars, and a Conceptualized Model for the Advancement of Connecting Stakeholders in STEM Education. Arij Ahmed Al-Saimi, Doctor of Philosophy, Plant Science, will be hooded by Major Professor Robert Trepepi. Dissertation title, Improving Shoot Growth and Multiplication of Native Plants in Tissue Culture. Hani Iftikhar Al-Turkestani, Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science, will be hooded by Major Professor Axel Krings. Dissertation title, Mitigation Strategies for Safety Applications in Vehicular Ad Hoc Networks Subjected to Jamming. Vanessa M. Martinez, Doctor of Philosophy, Education, will be hooded by Major Professor Damon Burton. Dissertation title, What Moves You? Re-examining the role of goals through development and validation of the reasons to exercise scale. Kevin Michael Bryant, Doctor of Philosophy, Education, is hooded by Major Professor Sharon Stoll. Dissertation title, The Effectiveness of a Character Education Program on Interscholastic Directors' Social Values and Moral Reasoning. Marian Edith Buzon, Doctor of Philosophy, Geology, will be hooded by Major Professor Mickey Gunter. Dissertation title, Talc Characterization, a Provenance Study. Lubia Kahas Deglinovich, Doctor of Philosophy, Environmental Science, will be hooded by Major Professor Christine Moffat. Dissertation title, From Trout to Mollusks, Life Cycle Assessment, Socioeconomic Attributes, and Ecosystem Services Surrounding Sustainable Aquaculture. Hannah Marks, Doctor of Philosophy, Bioinformatics, and Computational Biology, will be hooded by Major Professor David Tank. Dissertation title, Disentangling Drivers of Floristic Diversity in Island Systems Using Phylogenetic Approaches. Timothy Edward McGinn, Doctor of Philosophy, Neuroscience, will be hooded by Major Professor Deb Stemkamp. Dissertation title, Regeneration of Bipolar Cells in the Adult Zebrafish Retina. Francine Mejia, Doctor of Philosophy, Natural Resources, will be hooded by Major Professor Alexander Kent Fremier. Dissertation title, Examining the Spatial and Temporal Variability of Stream Primary Production at the Watershed Level and its Implications for Juvenile Fish Rearing. James David Muirhead, Doctor of Philosophy, Geology, is hooded by Professor Eric Mittelstadt. Dissertation title, Tectonic Magmatic Controls on Volcanism, Rifting, and Volatile Release. Deepak Chand, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemistry is hooded by Major Professor Janine Shreve. Dissertation title, Quest for Green Energetic Materials, Green Rocket Fuels, and Polyiodo Biocides. Adateo Mustafa, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemistry, is hooded by Professor Ray von Wandruska. Dissertation title, Using Electrospray Ionization Mass Spectrometry for Understanding Metal-Ligand Interactions, Silver and Copper Complexes with Organophosphorus Pesticides, and Uranium, Vanadium, and Iron Complexes with Amidoxime Ligands. Bradley Ray Clark, Doctor of Philosophy, Education, is hooded by Major Professor Brant Miller. Dissertation title, Technology Integration in Technology-Rich Active Learning Spaces. Jesse Oldroyd, Doctor of Philosophy, Mathematics, is hooded by Major Professor Samantika Datta. Dissertation title, Generalizations and Approximations of Equiangular Tight Frames. James Cockerham, Doctor of Philosophy, Mathematics, is hooded by Major Professor Frank Gao. Dissertation title, Metric Entropy under Generalized Convexity. Ik-Ju Park, Doctor of Philosophy, Entomology, is hooded by Major Professor Mark Schwartzlander. The dissertation title, The Role of Olfactory and Visual Cues in the Host-Finding Behavior of a Near Monophagous Specialist Insect Herbivore Considered for Biological Control of Weeds. Hua Fong, Doctor of Philosophy, Bioinformatics, and Computational Biology, is hooded by Major Professor Celeste Brown. Dissertation title, Sample Size Estimation and Type 1 Error Correction in Genetic Association Studies. Mark William Pearsall, Doctor of Philosophy, Geology, is hooded by Major Professor Ken Sprinky. Dissertation title, Petrological and Geophysical Investigations of Basalt Properties in the Snake River Plain, in the Moscow Pullman Aquifer, and in lunar impact craters. Chris Bauer, Doctor of Philosophy, Soil and Land Resources, will be hooded by Major Professor Jody Johnson Maynard. Dissertation title, The Resilience of the Palouse Prairie. Hector Tavares, Doctor of Philosophy, Environmental Science, will be hooded by University Distinguished Professor Nilsa Bosque Perez. Dissertation title, Economic Valuation, Land Use Change, and Ecosystem Services in the Nicoya Peninsula of Costa Rica. Levi Kiesecker, Doctor of Philosophy, Environmental Science, will be hooded by University Distinguished Professor Nilsa Bosque Perez. Dissertation title, Landscape Effects on Bee Pollinators in a Coffee Agroforestry System. Paul Rhodes, Doctor of Philosophy, Entomology, will be hooded by Major Professor Sanford Eigenbrod and Lisette Waits. Dissertation title, The Genetic and Community Structure of the Native Bees in the Palouse Prairie. John Severson, Doctor of Philosophy, Natural Resources, is hooded by Professor Carrie Vierling. Dissertation title, Sage Grouse Response to Conifer Encroachment and Management. Catherine Shine, Doctor of Philosophy, Biology, is hooded by Major Professor Craig McGowan. Dissertation title, Ursidae Locomotion, Right Down to the Bare Bones. Katie Taylor, Doctor of Philosophy, Education, will be hooded by Professor Chantal Vella. Dissertation title, Associations Among Sitting, Physical Activity, Resilience, and Quality of Life in Inflammatory Bowel Disease Patients and Healthy Controls. Dustin Van Hofwegen, Doctor of Philosophy, Microbiology, Molecular Biology, and Biochemistry, is hooded by Major Professor Sam Minnick. Dissertation title, Trait Variability in Bacteria, Studies on DNA Methylation and Selective Amplification. Monsieur Shao, Doctor of Philosophy, Natural Resources, is hooded by Major Professor and Dean Kurt Pregitzer. Dissertation title, The Effect of Chronic Nitrogen Deposition on Tree Leaf and Fine Root Decomposition.
Students graduating with a specialist or master's degree will be greeted by Provost Winsek and Interim Dean McMurtry. Robert Douglas Gibson II, Environmental Science.
Catherine Renee Leha and Thomas Anthony Leha and 3-day-old Dominic Leha.
Paul Philip Alderete, Physical Education.
Joshua Ben Levine, Athletic Training.
Fahed Al-Hayeri, Electrical Engineering.
Kara Elizabeth Letterman, Statistical Science.
Mohammed Fahed Al-Yayani, Electrical Engineering.
Monica Jolene Lemon, Art.
Noof Al-Yatani.
Megan Ashley Light, Education.
Hayam Mohammed Ayur-Riley, Plant Science.
Christopher M. Lund, Educational Leadership.
Leon, Family and Consumer Sciences.
Jamie Elise Lyon, Creative Writing.
Shelley Ball Andrus, Educational Leadership.
Kevin Lawrence Lyon, Chemical Engineering.
Stephen Edward Anyuskevich, Statistical Science.
Katie Ann Moss, Accountancy.
Jesus Alejandro Arias Hernandez, Architecture.
Hannah Jane Mamer, Agricultural Education.
Philip Wesley Arnold, Curriculum and Instruction.
Joseph William Martin, Movement and Leisure Sciences.
Kevin James Barker, Ed Specialist in Educational Leadership.
Daniel Tobias Mache, Environmental Science.
Miles Patrick Barker, Creative Writing.
Jake Allen McGinnis, English.
Paul Franklin Bartel, Curriculum and Instruction.
Whitney Nicole Mathis, Anthropology.
Youssef Fayud Bayumi, Applied Economics.
Nick Finley, Anthropology.
Nathan Eric Beck, Landscape Architecture.
Jason James Mellon, Civil Engineering.
Heidi Tamias Becker, Natural Resources.
Patience Mensah-Bonsu, Art.
Shauna Marie Bertlin, Adult Organization and Learning and Leadership.
Benjamin Wayne Millett, Architecture.
Justin Curtis Bies, Architecture.
Michaela Tracy Montanari, Natural Resources.
Mark Allen Blickenstaff, Movement and Leisure Sciences.
Sandra Lynn Mullen, English.
Amanda Layla Bowe, Statistical Science.
Justin Thomas Nadeau, Movement and Leisure Sciences.
Katie Wurtzler Buchan, Natural Resources and Environmental Science.
Amanda May Nyberg, Athletic Training.
Sarah Haley Burnett, Natural Resources.
Derek Elliott Oliver, Architecture.
Shelley Ann Butler, Accountancy.
Carly Ann Overton, Architecture.
Ryan Larry Butler, Psychology.
Alice Cameron Packer, Natural Resources.
Bryce Jonathan Call, Music.
Caleb Allen Parker, Music.
Charisse Cameron, English.
Cody Luther Parker, Geology.
Adolfo Cardenas, Educational Leadership.
Rebecca Marie Perrell, Educational Leadership.
Sarah Keong Chai, Music.
Kushal Kumar Gopal Baitel, Civil Engineering.
Anup Chitrakar, Computer Science.
Malachi Nicholas Payne, Architecture.
Audra Sue Cochran, Natural Sciences.
Pavan Kumar Penki, Electrical Engineering.
Alex Corredor, Electrical Engineering.
Kenneth Pete Jr., Environmental Science.
Sherry Croston, Physical Education.
Anne Gadoy Pearsall, Anthropology.
Daphne Andino Cuadrado, Art.
Angelina Jesse Price, Natural Resources.
Lane Michael Colton, Creative Writing.
Megan McKinley Primer, Natural Resources and Environmental Science.
Cameron Samuel Cushing, English.
Derek Landales Probst, Civil Engineering.
Michelle Patricia Louise Cushing, Creative Writing.
Marvin Victor Ramirez, Civil Engineering.
Gerald John William Dalebout, Educational Leadership.
Derek J. Reagan, Teaching English as a Second Language.
Samyana Daha, Food Science.
Nicholas Andrew Rome, Psychology.
Adriana Lynn DeGee, Architecture.
Erica Nicole Sabo, Curriculum and Instruction.
Landon Gregory De Felice, Architecture.
Alfonso Ramirez, Architecture.
Mahalingam Damodaran, Mathematics.
Husam Samkari, Electrical Engineering.
Mary Marguerite Fabricius Duncan, Curriculum and Instruction.
Christopher Earl Sarba, Adult Organizational Learning and Leadership.
Chad Eugene Dunkel, Biological and Agricultural Engineering.
Amanda Ellen Schock-Schneider, Agricultural Education.
Jordan Marie Durham, Creative Writing.
Christopher Lee Schock-Schneider, Natural Resources.
Jenna Lynn Durkee, Environmental Science.
Mackenzie A. Schneider, Movement and Leisure Sciences.
Misty Shipman Ellingberg, Creative Writing.
Jeremiah Scott Schroeder, Mechanical Engineering.
Jamie Ellen Emerson, Athletic Training.
Rosanna Glenn Schultz, Teaching English as a Second Language.
Ryan Thomas Carroll Erstad, Architecture.
Aubrey Hope Shaw, Movement and Leisure Sciences.
Meredith Lauren Fisher, Natural Resources.
Shi Chom Shi, Curriculum and Instruction.
Alexander Prescott Stewart, Accountancy.
Manisha Shelpakar, Architecture.
Parker Young Forge, Accountancy.
Sharif, Mechanical Engineering.
Tara Ann Hildreth, Accountancy.
Chomar Sinipit, Engineering Management.
Tyler John Tennyson, Adult Organizational Learning and Leadership.
Isaac J. Skavdal, Chemical Engineering.
Adam Patrick Arellano Guerra, Accountancy.
Kelsey Eve Smathers, Family and Consumer Sciences.
Logan Phillips Green, Accountancy.
Cassie Morgan Smith, Art.
Brenda G. Hanley, Statistical Science.
Anthony Lee St. Clair, Teaching English as a Second Language.
Brian Kevin G. Madero, Movement and Leisure Sciences.
Wendy Nema Marie Stauffer, Music.
Ben Tucker Hatterley, Architecture.
Jennifer Ann Steer, English.
Dalton Thomas Harmon, Athletic Training.
Sean Michael Stephenson, Accountancy.
Kaylin Marie Hazenerl, Athletic Training.
Kayla Marie Stoker, Architecture.
Megan Hannah Hash, Natural Resources.
Yu Sun, Architecture.
Christopher John Hauk, Psychology.
Charles Elliott Swift, Environmental Science.
Jeffrey Lynn Head, Architecture.
Amanda Tu, Accountancy.
Jocelyn Marie Helbling, Integrated Architecture and Design.
Brandon D. Thompson, Plant Science.
Russell Helgeson III, Educational Leadership.
Rochelle Gilbert Vernon, English.
Erin Elizabeth Hento, Movement and Leisure Sciences.
Jacob Andrew Vockler, Special Education.
Joshua Paul Hightree, Engineering Management, Bioregional Planning and Community Design.
Michael Dan Wall, Plant Science.
Danica Noel Hill, Environmental Science.
Dakota Evan Wallen, Anthropology.
Kirsten Emily Hillier, Chemical Engineering.
Christopher Allen Waltrip, Computer Science.
Stephen Richard Horman, Accountancy.
Melissa Marie Joanne Warner, Engineering Management.
Vignesh Jayaraman Muraheli Duran, Biological and Agricultural Engineering.
Theodore Joseph Warner, Engineering Management.
Patrick Bartholomew Johnson, Water Resources.
Yashashri Wase, Electrical Engineering.
Adam Johnson, Accountancy.
Eva Wires, Environmental Science.
Basudev Kafel, Entomology.
Amelia June White, History, Curriculum and Instruction.
Christopher Karn, Political Science.
Melissa Marie Weimiller, Natural Resources.
Molly Megan Kovek, Natural Resources.
Theron Oscar White, Mechanical Engineering.
Joshua Kirby, Art.
Jackie E. Wilson III, Electrical Engineering.
Michael Wolfgang Kelm, Accountancy.
Isaac B. Wright, Family and Consumer Sciences.
Jefferson Bradley Klopfer, Masters of Arts, History.
Matthew Allen Urich, Environmental Engineering.
Abu MD Zafar Sadek, Master of Science, Electrical Engineering.
Nicholas William Zolo, Music.
Students graduating with a bachelor's degree in the College of Agricultural and Life Sciences will be greeted by Dean Michael Perella. Travis Joel Chase.
Students graduating with a bachelor's degree in the College of Letters, Arts, and Social Sciences will be greeted by Dean Andrew Kirsten. Ashley Ann Kuzna, summa cum laude.
Wyatt James Anderson.
Justin David Ackerman, magna cum laude.
Michelle Mayoko Uhoya.
Emily Ann Aizawa.
Caitlin Ann Askew.
Eric E. Alvarez.
Chelsea Brienne Averna, magna cum laude.
Galicia Alvarez.
Chantel Nicole Auni, summa cum laude.
Lauren Marie Anthony.
Michelle Linda Ayers.
Cody Dean Aerosmith.
Juliana Baldwin.
Sandra Alicia Baeza Nunez.
Kylie Ann Barks.
Jenny Marie Baker, cum laude.
Carly Ray Beasley.
Lindsay R. Baker, cum laude.
Elizabeth Dorlin Benda.
Philip Edward Barnes.
Gabrielle Marie Becker.
Catherine Margarita Battaglia.
Andrea Bennett.
Matthew James Becker.
Monica Nicole Betancourt.
Alexis Valerie Banda.
Jonathan Michael Betancourt.
Hannah M. Beeler.
Abby Michaela Beidenbach.
Kevin Whaley Birch.
Sarah Louise Birkbeck.
Rita Mary Bermudez.
Jenna Marie Buer.
Bradley D. Emery.
Alexandra Borelli.
Mason Douglas Bilger.
Bridget Ellen Bierke.
Jessica Dale Blaine.
Kelsey Lee Black.
Katie McCall Blank.
Kelsey Marie Bly.
Yolanda Marie Bone.
Megan Marie Booker, magna cum laude.
Casey Arnold Brostad.
Emily Rose Bartel.
Jonathan Daniel Bradley.
Casey Lee Bruner, magna cum laude.
Cody James Britson.
Bethany Ann Bothwell.
Elizabeth Grace Brown, magna cum laude.
Tessa Rose Bowie.
Serena Nicole Brown.
Janet Bravo Lopez.
Vincent Mario Bruscas Jr.
Marie Deshelle Brooks.
Michael William Butler.
Alexandria Kathleen Brown.
Morgan Patrick Kane.
Kendra Lynn Buell.
Anna Marie Campos.
Evan Buckaloo.
Sarah Renee Lorian.
Ambertine Bucknell.
Samantha Marlene Sander.
Danica Elaine Case.
Kelsey Hogue.
Antonetta Colacchio.
Sylvia Calderon Robles.
Catherine Marie Claypool.
Alexander Newton Carter.
Stephanie Luciana Constanescu.
Miranda Ray Carter.
Brittany Elizabeth Comstock.
Taylor Marie Caswell.
Caitlin Ann Kramer.
Mitchell Steve Klein.
Catherine Lynn Kramer.
Benea Christian Cheevers.
Margarita Alexandra Contreras.
Kelsey Joan Collings.
Kathleen Rose Damon.
Caitlin Charlotte Cole.
Kimberly Mae Davenport.
Eleanor Caitlin Collins.
Mina Davies.
Catherine Noel Collins.
Taylor Renee Doolittle.
Teresa Lee Colston.
Caitlin Dolezal.
Sarah Elizabeth Comer.
Amy Nicole Ellithorpe.
Taylor Kimberly Corrigan.
Angelina Eli, summa cum laude.
Sean Taylor Cooper.
Catherine Nicole England.
Andriana Cortez.
Sarah Bethany Epps.
Kyle Carter Chandler.
Kirsten Stina Erickson.
Kelly Lynn McReynolds.
Courtney Fetters.
Alec J. Caldwell.
Emily Margaret Fisher.
Lindsay Ann Lynch.
Jacob Stevens Forsman.
Darby Andrew Cowley.
Brooke Allison Foyers.
Emily M. Cutler.
Ralph Alexander Galt III.
Quincy M. Dahlberg.
Tawny Ann Gehring.
Clovis Rose Dawson.
Carly Lynn Gerwig.
Aaron Taylor Dickinson.
Glenn Cade Gill.
Jordan Marion Doler.
Brittany Majeen Gazinski.
Jacob Edward Drexler.
Guadalupe Andrea Gutierrez.
Shannon Joan Dryden, magna cum laude.
Allison Marie Hale, summa cum laude.
Margaret Rose Dubois.
Sydney Blue Halper.
Corin Lee Dumond.
Kimberly Melissa Hofferber.
Jordan LeRae Eby.
Lindsay Ann Hammond.
Jacob Robert Otto Edland.
Joshua Michael Hamby.
Haley Agarola.
Addie Irene Haskell.
Danielle Nicole Enebrad.
Trista Harding.
Riley Michael England cum laude.
Lexi Hurst.
Vincente Villanueva Escotia.
Noel Arthur Hathaway.
Andrew James Herbs.
Echo Hyman.
Cato Anthony Roscoe Fox.
Miranda Joe Helland.
John Burtis Evans.
Michael Douglas Heisteman.
Elizabeth Ann Fisher.
Kelsey Rose Hodges.
Michaela Rose Fisher, summa cum laude.
Samuel Allen Arthur Hoffman.
Morgan R. Fisher.
Holly Elizabeth Hopkins.
Tiffany Rianne Flodine.
Rena Leanne Huff.
Marissa Christine Fontanis.
Autumn Danielle McMinn.
Samantha J. Fraley.
Lorelei Hunter Hodgson, cum laude.
Molly Margaret Friedrichsen.
James Donald Eiley.
Annie Clements Fuller, summa cum laude.
Heidi Marie Jameson, cum laude.
Karina Gallegos.
Katie Lynn Vandenberg, summa cum laude.
Daniel Garcia Jr.
Derek Jones.
Melissa Louise Gatfield.
Jeffrey Thomas Kaufman.
Lauren Andrea Herford.
Rebecca Kelly.
Joshua Gatsky.
Kanisha Marie Kessel, magna cum laude.
Katrina Gatsky.
Cassidy Evelyn Kippis.
Chelsea M. Gaylord.
Brandy May Knight.
Nashawn Christopher Kamali George.
Rachel Lynn Crick.
Andrew Edward Gibson.
Alexandra Christine Kubista.
Alejandra Viviana Gonzalez.
Allison Lee Litz.
Christina Gonzalez.
Young Lee.
Anthony Christian Green.
Elva Magano Botello.
Stephen Andrew Green.
Andres Madrigal.
Cassie Greenwald.
Megan Marcus.
Noah Wolfgang Gross.
Carolyn Rose Marsan.
Alexandra Michelle Grube.
Jillian Nicole McGough.
David Riley Hagan.
Caitlin Joe McQueen.
Leah K. Hahn.
Philip Martin Metzger.
Romy Halpern.
Amanda Patricia McKinney.
Anna Rolido Hammonds.
Jake Millard.
Alexander Moore Hamilton IV.
Christine Amanda Meyer.
Emma Knight Hancock.
Kayla Dawn Nelson.
Callan Ray Hannibal.
Melanie Marie Morgan.
Lydia Kendall Hansen.
Faith Nieri.
Courtney May Stoker.
Mighty New Newen.
Brett Trey Travis.
Blair Louise Nolan.
Edwin Matthew Luttrell.
Ayla Noel Newmeyer, cum laude.
Amish Brian Smith, magna cum laude.
David Keith Penny.
Haley Lynn Jelinek Lewis.
Jenny Prado Martinez.
Zoe Natasha Hines Odom.
Anna K. Pratt.
Andrew William Harrington.
Savannah Joy Priggy, cum laude.
Joseph Michael Harrington.
Abigail Rose Clinette, cum laude.
Emily Megan Hayes.
Mitchell Allen Renfro.
Miguel Hayes.
Josie Reed.
Haley Joe Hengler.
Kayla Gabrielle Records.
Lexi James Hepworth.
Ana Marisabel Rodriguez.
Effie Adele Hernandez.
Stephanie Rose Rosen.
Caitlin Marion Hilsenbeck, magna cum laude.
Jacoby Michelle Rogers.
Jocelyn Katie Hogan.
Justin Brian Brule.
Kelsey Hoydish.
Kendra Ann Shantes.
Paige Olivia Holland.
Kelsey Danielle Seibold.
Stetson Blaze Holman.
Samuel John Shiley.
Jacob Dominic Haraska.
Nicholas Joseph Schmidt.
Samantha Jagasia.
Emily Ruth Toltz.
Stephen Jaraki.
Mary Scott.
Jacob K. Jasper.
Kylie Shaw.
Rebecca Lynn Gilson.
Holly Lynn Scott.
Justin L. Jensen.
Lauren Gail Smith.
Kylie Rain Johnson.
Gabrielle Nicole Smithley.
Samantha Aaron Kennedy.
Samantha Miley Tanigawa.
Scott Judd.
Sarah Mallory Struble.
Mary Catherine Kincaid.
Ariana Magdalena Toby.
Michelle Marie Kissick.
Savannah Tobias.
Lauren Noel Kuhn.
Brandy Ray Tribbett.
Hannah Kichek.
Melissa Marie Trost.
Brianna Noel Larson cum laude.
Alexa Sierra Cheetah.
Anna Marie Levitt.
Adelaide Eileen Unger.
Nicole Zoe Lichtenberg.
Caitlin Elizabeth Verbance.
Hammond B. Limbaugh.
Amy Rebecca Walsh.
Nicholas R. Lindgren.
Yu Wang.
Jing Lin, Economics.
Kimberly Rebecca Ware.
Richard H. Lindstrom.
Stacy Lynn Welch.
Catherine Carol Lindquist.
Amy LaFay Westberg.
Levi Dalton Lobato.
Jessica Diane Wheeler.
Ryan Lyndon Locke.
Cody Gary Wilmore.
Margot Loza.
Samantha K. Wright.
Rose Loomis.
Paige Francis Zelmer.
Cassidy Marie Longoheen.
Students graduating with a bachelor's degree in the College of Art and Architecture will be greeted by Dean Mark Hoverstein. Janelle Marie Pfeiffer.
Peyton Alexandra Lutsky.
Madeline Marie Dietrich.
Seth Anthony Maynard.
Yan Gang.
Joseph Dodd Madsen.
Abby Johnson, cum laude.
Nicole Jacqueline Marie Maynerick.
Ashley O'Neill Byrne.
Sarah Ann Marthinson.
Molly Noel Pittman, summa cum laude.
Ryan Douglas McCoy Cady.
Cassandra Margaret Price.
Duncan Menzies.
Courtney Rose Tanner.
Caitlin A. McDevitt.
Hunter Van Bramer.
Caden McGreevy. Oh!
Nina Christiana Wong.
Rachel Marie McHale.
Emily Catherine Aker.
Nicole M. McIntosh.
Jacqueline Linya.
Scott Molloy McKay.
Holly Beth Anderson.
Cassandra Ray McKinley.
Zoe Ilana Ball.
Elijah Medlin.
Whitney Lee Bell.
Emily Ray Melgard cum laude.
Shelby Lee Blackburn.
Cassandra Ray Michaud.
Sarah Brown.
Natalie Jean Millett.
Samantha Christine Brownell.
Renee Mokshiski.
Jade Alexis Duplessis.
Evelyn Miron magna cum laude.
Christina Farrell.
Paulin Mapaw,
Jackson Patrick Flynn,
Abdulia Sulema Montenegro,
Timothy Becker Goldie,
Sydney Michelle Newton,
Taylor Lynn Jacobs,
Samira Page Obeid,
John Christopher Kraus,
Frederick Olmos Seha,
Kayla Charlene McElligott,
Tyler David Mitchell cum laude,
Dean Morgan Ritz,
Kevin O'Connell,
Kate Isabel Reichart,
Stephanie Kira Devon Monks,
Ross Lauren Bogenschutz,
Thomas R. Elder,
Andrew Clifford Tyler,
Sarah Michelle Olson,
Celeste Ellen Valle, cum laude,
Colin Alejandro Orawa,
Viridiana Lanessa Brown,
Samantha Page O'Neill,
Lania Michelle Cambron, cum laude,
Johanna C. Overholzer,
Robert Louis Comley,
Ryan Daniel Pavel,
Blaise Edmundo Conley Natividad,
Pamela Ann Passmore,
Krista Marie Creighton,
Samuel McClure Payne,
Michael Alfredo Delaro,
Eric James Parchin,
Cody Ellen Hatch,
Dominic Joseph Perez,
Kyle Milton Henderson,
Danielle Marie Perkins,
Cody Austin Holtrip,
Chalice Nicole Phipps,
Brianna Steckler,
Samuel Mark Piarczyk,
Curly Boyce,
Stephen A. Pierce,
Arik Laubik,
Lauren Elizabeth Penny, Alexander Marie Polinak,
John Richard Lipashak,
Jennifer Popoka,
Cameron Allen Mengen,
Rosa Elia Pruneda,
Jose Andre Miramontes,
UQ,
Sarah Ann Pearsall,
Shannon Marie Quinn,
Marco Antonio Plancarte,
Kimberly Ramirez,
Oscar Avila Rodriguez,
Shuheng Kui,
Mackenzie Lynn Stevens,
Lauren Lolo Ashley Ramos,
Sarah Nicole Sturdivant,
Emily
cum laude,
Virginia Rankin,
Alexander Lee Taylor,
Scarlett Claire Richardson,
Stephen Carl Van Kulen,
Ryan D. Ritchie,
Dominique Joseph Walker,
William Frederick Rigby,
Kyle Weig,
Denica Lynn Ringling,
Lindsay Marie Whittington,
Gabrielle Roglin,
Cassandra Lee White, cum laude,
Jose Jair Rojas,
Amaya Kelly Amigo, woohoo!
Zachary Daniel
Jorge
Root,
Basulto Marito,
Christina Salvatore,
Joseph Allen Bissett,
Heather Kirby Root,
Esmeralda Avares,
Nathaniel Patrick Tulin Rupe,
Ana Teresa Arend,
Jenny Sanchez,
Dalton Shea O'Neill,
Abigail Rose Sanders,
Benning Soon,
Andrew Preston Schaefer, magna cum laude,
Macy Lee Brannon,
Jocelyn Ellen Shelkey,
Chase Devin Mutkow,
Matthew David Scott,
Kiana Brianne Frannon,
Nicholas Lynn Schwartz,
Benjamin Brad Millick,
Riley M. Scott,
Jordan Thomas Campbell,
Alyssa Marie Schenkel,
Landon Michael Fries,
Benjamin Dad Shannon,
Byron Trevor Nathaniel Green,
Faith Elizabeth Shire, Elizabeth Charlotte Sheldon, Michael Stephen Simpson.
Students graduating with a bachelor's degree in the College of Business and Economics will be greeted by Dean Mario Reyes, Caitlin Ann Gregory,
Alexandra Elise Sipe,
Nicholas Grant Accord,
Stephanie Marie Sipes,
Askar Abdulaziz Abdullah Al Askar,
Henri Dari M. Savula,
Sagur Abdullah Alamadi,
Emily Ray Colleen Smith,
Khalid Hori Alamnizi,
Jana Marie Smith,
Abdullah Aziz Hamad Amalgera,
Julia Rachel Smith,
Ali Ahmad Al Siddiq,
Jacob Daniel Snar,
Justin Alexander N. Chustegi,
Angelica Sota Garcia,
Alexander Richard Bates,
Michelle Marie Sumas,
Andrew F. Bakshay,
Madeline Mea Sprague,
Dylan Edward Bass,
Angela Marie Stafford.
Caitlin Elizabeth Bartles, cum laude.
Andrew Ryan Stark.
Kate A. Beebe.
Sarah Lynn Stinson.
Jessica Ann Zog.
Rebecca Lauren Stuntz.
Alyssa Romans Finello.
Derek Lee Steyer. Rachel Ann Steyer.
Emily Grace Lanterman.
Elisa Marie Yarbrough.
Taylor D. Anderson, summa cum laude.
Sierra Amber Pagul.
Blake David Batman.
Keiko Irene Takashita.
Gregory Pierce Griffin, summa cum laude.
Carrie Jolene Duncan.
Amy Jolene Dining, summa cum laude.
Ian Joseph Sullivan.
Elizabeth Laws Becker.
Tyler Dylan Swafford.
Emma Jean Bride.
Kokichiro Tanaka.
Brianna Renee Berlinguet.
Bethany Ann Tanner.
Jomaine Winship Bowler.
Ryan Palmer Terranelli.
Alexander Show Bloxam.
Ryan Scott Tate.
Kevin M. Boyle.
Frederick Michael Titcomb, summa cum laude.
Scott T. Boydston.
Anna Carissa Tomlinson.
Anthony John Bremer.
Nathan Arnold Top, magna cum laude.
Gianna Marie Casito.
Kalinda Renee True, magna cum laude.
Jorge Luis Calderon.
Kendrick Ulysses Trotter.
Martin Calderon.
Davina Aisha Vangerpin.
Sarah Nicole Campbell.
Zagaroni Vetsmani.
Junji Chan.
Antonio Tomas Villanueva.
Prom Ben Chitlungzi.
Abigail G. Villeneuve.
Ashley Lynette Cook.
Elliot Mark Voss. Yanqi Wang.
Zachary J. Damon.
Lauren Marie Walters.
Rick D. Daniels.
Alyssa Ann Ward.
Dylan D. Davis.
Tammy Marie Watson.
Elizabeth Glenn Davison.
Brandon Miguel Welch.
Mariah Carlene Dixon.
Eve Elizabeth Weston, cum laude.
James Duke Dodsworth.
David Sterling Witt.
Chunwei Dong.
Samantha Marie Williamson.
Garrett Russell Chatterton, magna cum laude.
Sabra Sativa Wilson.
Jacob Ryan Duncan.
Cameron Daniel Withers.
Adam Michael Engelhorn.
Tiana Elisa Wood.
Jordan Douglas Ferguson.
Natalie Elizabeth Wren.
Sidley Escamilla.
Achilles D. Wynn.
Abigail Nicole Ewing.
Anne-Marie Zabala.
Brooklyn Denise Fackenthal.
Kimberly Zambrano Lugo.
Zhang Feng.
Aspen Ray Zebarth.
Carly M. Farnetti.
Michaela Cheyenne Zilstra.
Caitlin Eaton.
Marie Shannon Zimmerman.
Bryson Dale Finney.
Christy Jo Marie Zinn.
Margaret Ann Byerland.
Students graduating with a bachelor's degree in the College of Engineering will be greeted by Dean Larry Stauffer. Joel Vega Aguilera.
Sarah Mae Fitzsimmons, summa cum laude.
Mark Akey.
Ryan Christopher Franz.
Atim Salah K. Alatui.
Jason Paul Fritz.
Faisal Abdulahade Ahari.
John Stone Gable III.
Abdullah Sayed Amakrab.
Marcos Antonio Galindo.
Majid Mohammed G. Al-Qaid.
Tamara Garcia.
Kasim Abdullah Al-Nasser.
Zachary J. Garrett.
Abdulmajed Al-Utabi.
Parker Russell Gibson.
Khalid Mansour Al-Utabi.
Mitchell Alexander Gerard.
Hassim Moncad Ashmari.
Nathaniel Earl Bristol.
Jason Ramon Alves Foss.
Ryan Andrews Kennedy.
J. David Anderson.
Suni Ray Morgan.
Jackson W. Bates.
Ian Nathaniel Childress.
Casey Drew Blair.
Maggie Jean Heidenreich.
Jason Michael Borth, cum laude.
Benjamin Halter.
Zachary Curtis Branter.
Robert Holmes.
Ali Catherine Brown.
Junior Anthony Hidalgo.
Adriana Evelyn Carbone.
Tristan Joseph Haynes.
Jesse Lee Caro, cum laude.
Walter Joshua Hill.
Jake Chen.
Jonathan R. Hurd, cum laude.
Benjamin Andrew Clark.
Kelsey Elizabeth Harden.
Michael Thomas Clark.
Michelle Karen Thornbury.
Kyle James Cleveland.
Brianne Gypsy Bess.
Mark A. Compton.
Mackenzie Nicole Dyer.
Chad Dwayne Crow.
Bryn Marie Penner.
Isaac Ira Curtis.
Brenda Pina.
David Thomas Daigle.
Taylor Janice Hansen.
Trent Wesley Dalton.
Claire Elena Holcomb.
Scott Patrick Damiani.
Morgan Brooke Jacobs.
Ali Yakub Dashti.
Casey D. Johnson.
Dylan Scott Downing.
Justice Evers cum laude.
Jessica Monique Drowan.
Kaylee Ray Holt.
Jeremiah Seth Dustin.
Maddie Catherine Kleist.
Alan J. Edwards.
Elsa Rose Hansen.
Patrick Allen Lutzkis.
Jessica Lynn Hamilton.
Dylan Michael Glover.
Zachary Thomas Krupa.
Andrew Austin Brackebush.
Sam Edward Johnson.
Greg Elmore.
Cole Kenichi Kubasumi.
Alexander Charles Banks.
Maximilian Edward Langfield.
Essa Nori Essa.
Ryan Jasper Latham.
Gregory Benedict Cotton.
Troy Joseph Levine.
Kirk Anthony Delmas.
Zedong Lee.
Christopher Anthony Fernetti.
Xiao Liang.
Josie Ray Flerschinger.
Shui Du.
Christopher David Fraser.
Eric C. Lemke.
Alberto Garcia Ruiz.
Yu Hao Lin.
Soroha Raina Geibel.
Li Chan.
Christopher Edward Goes.
Shi Lu.
Kendall Ryan Gregory cum laude.
Hayden Wayne Lohman.
Chase Matthew Geyer.
Jessica Lopez.
Brett William Grote.
Junjing Lu.
Paul Daniel Laska.
Yu Lu.
Garrett Allen Hall.
Neil Christopher Markison.
Daniel Allen Hartzell.
Glenn Nicholas Malloy.
Robert Scott Hale.
Kai Robert Martinson, summa cum laude.
Diego Hernandez.
Morgan Shelby McCoy.
Evan M. Holbert.
Spencer Chase McKay.
Sean R. Hollenbeck.
Aaron A. Moe.
Nicholas John Howe.
Christopher William Moran.
Tyler John Hutton.
Alexander Joseph Nixon.
Tyler T. Jakoziak.
Chang Sig Eddie Moon.
Alex Ethan Jensen.
Owen David Glott.
Diego Arturo Jorez.
Rebecca O'Connor Papineau.
Tal Gia.
Sarah Nicole Nooch.
Jason Charles Kemp.
Nicholas Otintapanya.
Anthony J. Keys.
Cody Terrell O'Brien.
Kyle Douglas Snap.
Randall Merle Mentor.
Catherine Celestia Keller.
Yan Hu.
Lucas Thomas Curry.
Matthew Merritt Meacham.
Taylor Ann Lacates.
Ryan Paul.
Jonathan Landa.
Kalia Ann Passmore.
Colton Robert Reed Bernauer.
Yuan Peng.
Abigail Rose Messagey.
Kevin Christopher Peterson.
Christy Lynn Wendell.
Derek Brian Provencher.
Megan Elizabeth Lorea.
Aaron Hazel Phipps.
Delaney Cornwell Dumming.
Seth Michael Rathbun.
Nicholas Ray Saris.
Reagan Irene McGee Quigley magna cum laude.
Justin Dwayne Shield.
Alexis Sierra Schlossarek.
Jessica Doreen Lake.
Gilberto Rangel Correa.
Jayun Lee.
Douglas Dylan Douglas Raymond summa cum laude.
Garrison E. Lewis.
Jamal A. Sanders.
Evan Richard Lavel.
Jacob Richard Smeltzer.
Bruno Loza.
Taylor Ann E. Sheeler.
Emily M. Mariner.
Andrew Charles Slocum.
Chet William McKinnon.
George William Simon.
Monty Daniel McKinnon cum laude.
Shasha Shane.
Nathaniel Ryan McLeod and son.
Julianne Tollefson, cum laude.
Sally Mingshe Mi.
Joshua Joseph Glenn.
Gavin Joshua Meyer.
Whitney Marie Spruti.
Cody Selway Moldenhauer.
Chantel Nicole Swanstrom.
Ty Joseph Maroney.
Naomi J. Stanton.
Noah Abraham Morris.
Kristen Lee Strankman.
McQuaid Alexander Murray.
Scott Henry Spalding.
Stephen W. Neuenhuis.
Albert Alexander Thomas.
Felix Nguene.
Travis Roger Tomorrow.
Austin Lee Swift Olsby.
Presley Ann Stewart.
David L. Park.
Tyler Christian Prince.
William Franklin Parker, cum laude.
Cameron Eugene Matisich, cum laude.
Gabriel Mark Peerhill.
Morgan Suzanne Link.
Jeff Blaine Porter, cum laude.
Allison M. Sullivan.
Arthur Jacob Putnam.
Caleb John Van Slyke.
Joel Christian Ratcliffe.
Andrew Gregory Sweeney.
Ryan Paul Rady.
Xinyue Wang.
Robert Judinez Regent.
Daniel Bowen Ward.
Jacqueline Leigh Remily.
Jacob Austin Waters.
Nicholas Chansey Richards.
Mitchell Dean Wemhoff.
Philip Andrew Richardson.
Brock Tanner Tough Westlake, summa cum laude.
Brady K. Rinaldi.
Austin Lewis Wilcox.
Zachary Edward Robertson.
Brian Matthew Wong.
Joshua Todd Roper.
Daniel Douglas Willard.
Andrew J. Roybal.
Kendra Danielle Wright.
Ethan Gabriel Scott, cum laude.
Kelly Ann Bogato.
Jordan Benjamin Scott.
Timothy Grant Ledford, magna cum laude.
Caden Ray Scott.
Sean Shu.
Sean Patrick Shepard.
Shinron Yi.
Jeffrey William Sidaway.
Zhen Yi.
Jacob Daniel Skog.
Sihan Ning.
Timothy Wayne Slippy.
Weijia Zhang.
Chase A. Smith.
Li Zhu.
Colin M. Sowards.
Brandon John Bledsoe.
David Ray Klingenberg.
Alex Simone Ford.
Andrew Isaac Skinner.
John Sienna.
Travis Soderquist.
Zane Burley Hardin, cum laude.
Adam J. Spencer, magna cum laude.
Alejandro Vega Salinas.
Antonius Quinn Sterlich, summa cum laude.
Kirsten Way.
Greg Allen Standerford.
Jessica Grace Brady, summa cum laude.
Christopher Steinmetz.
Julie Ann Duro.
Austin James Steiner.
Nicole Renee Pagano.
Thomas Charles Stewart.
Aaron Jacob Maffey.
Jackson McCoy Stipe.
Trent Allen Godsey.
Nicholas A. Taylor.
Sarah A. Kuntz.
Alan Taylor Stiffarm.
Joel A. Myers.
Brian Shantiniakos.
Christopher Jesse Keaton Bryant.
Cameron Scott Toski.
Abigail Marion Taves.
Kylie Rain Touchstone, summa cum laude.
Matthew A. Shaw Jr.
Sydney Michelle Tracy.
Students graduating with a bachelor's degree in the College of Education will be greeted by Dean Corinne Mantle Bromley. Eduardo Silvestre de la Rosa.
Brian Richard Tucker. Chad Valen Vorse.
Catherine
Michael John
Lee
Wanless.
South Adams.
Lance A. Wells.
Shelby Marie Adams.
Jace Ryan Westcott.
Michaela Kaline Allen.
Kevin Earl Woodruff, cum laude.
Vincent Grant Allen.
James Lewis Wilson.
Kaylee R. Andreessen.
Samantha Sue Woodman.
Jessica Ann Bailey.
Tyler R. Whitreich.
Brett Carrick Ballard.
Zachary Yama.
Galen Woodrow Barker.
Morgan Ann Wood.
Allison O'Toole Benson.
Joseph Zane Zabriskie.
Cassandra Valentine Blakea, summa cum laude.
Students graduating with a bachelor's degree in the College of Science will be greeted by Associate Dean Mark Nielsen. Hayden Riley Smotherland, summa cum laude.
Marissa Suzanne Bourbonnais.
Alexandra C. Adams.
Savannah Renee Boone.
Kendra Elizabeth Allen.
Cody Allen Blamars.
Saad Ashradi.
Gavin Robert Butterfield.
Justin Michael Anast.
Leslie Joe Carlson.
Jose Cruz Aruja.
Elizabeth Rayanne Case.
Derek Edward Arnold.
Callie Nicole Collins.
Evan Lucas Atherton.
Morgan Lee Choate.
Megan M. Anand.
Emily Ann Corden.
Jacob T. Bayham.
Carly Carol Bloomer.
Zachary U. Blank.
Nicole Taylor Dorsey.
Samuel Aldo Billingsley.
Eli Alexander Campbell.
Catherine Raylyn Brands.
Alex David Conley.
Lauren Alexandra Blinn.
Victoria Camille Cossart.
Elizabeth Ian Yoon Tran.
Megan Michelle Cox.
Deidre Joe Briggs, magna cum laude.
Kendall Nicole Crickmore.
Riley Allen Broderick.
Matthew Stephen Dabbs.
Matthew Raymond Brown.
Tyler DeLay.
Colton Christian Bruns.
Billiam James Devaney.
Aaron Zephyr Burke.
Monica Jane Durkin.
Kiani Canales.
Devin John Drummer.
Kelly Ann Christensen.
Anna Marie Finley.
Maxwell G. Cowan.
Maribel Franco.
Anna Pardo Cafrades.
Emily Vaughn Gelkin.
Cameron Lee Carlson.
Danielle Suzanne Gamel.
Haley Joe Couture.
Tyler Edward Geary.
Brandon Joseph Cornwell, summa cum laude.
Brennan Robert Grandine.
Gortini Christine Cox.
Albert Jackson Gravel.
Victoria Marie Cross.
Patrick Donald Green.
Liana Carmela Benender Don.
Riley Maureen Harkins.
Jacob J. Dalton.
Megan Nicole Haskett.
Adan Gonzalez.
Justin Patrick Hackett.
Justin Everett Ferreira.
Mackenzie Elizabeth Huger.
Tessa L. Thorpe.
Bailey Christine Helton.
Whitney Hewer.
Samantha Ann Hendricks.
Marla Marie Francis.
Allison Robin Hodgen.
Brandon Michael Goodrick.
Sarah Christina Hodge.
Ernesto Gomez Guadarrama.
Rebecca Marie Hoff.
Sarah M. Gusenhoven.
Brittany Marie Hoffer.
Seth Preston Geyer.
Peyton Dean Huff.
Bethany June Hammerstrom.
Garrett Sam Huff.
Paul Kenneth Hanna.
Kyle William Iverson.
Sydney Oriana Hibbs.
Tyson Durrell Johnson.
Caitlin Marie Horman.
Jennifer A. Lovato.
Charlene S. Holm.
Taylor McCall Johnson.
Brandon Neal Hurt.
Alexandra Rose Rogers.
Chase Philip Jordan.
Brittany Danielle Kraus.
Landon Michael Kirk.
Garrett LaForce Jones.
Savannah Alicia Kolash.
Elsa Marguerite Cryer.
Alexander Krappus.
Bradley Davis Kruger, summa cum laude.
Amber Levine.
Garrett Patrick Leahy.
Nathaniel Daniel LeBaron.
Jessica Leanne Marbo.
Abigail Elizabeth Line.
Christopher James Masiotra.
Alexander Ryan Ling.
Ashley Nicole McBride.
Ashley Riva Mays.
Jacqueline Marie Mingo.
Leonardo Cuadros Luis.
Ashton Ray Mitchell.
Ronald Lee Mason.
Aaron Renee Miranda.
Kaylin Allen Mayer.
Teresa May Nouveau.
Lanny Dean McAdden, summa cum laude.
Jennifer Michelle Murphy.
Bryce Leland McLaughlin.
Kara Jo Pantone.
Rose Patrick Meyer.
Tisa Marie Olson.
Ann Kelly Miller.
Marissa Elise Payton.
Tara Ann Morris.
Corey Ann Palmer.
Brian Daniel Perry.
Michaela Catherine Michelle Pearson.
Keith William Pearsall.
Quincy Lee Rainey.
Jordan Cooper Nance.
Danielle Christine Riddle.
Adam Nicholas Price.
Emily Marie Renzini.
Matthew Joseph Sonnen.
Leela Elizabeth Riley.
Jamie A. Quintana.
Michaela May Robinson.
Michael A. Ramos.
Allison Jean Rogers.
Zachary Daniel Root.
April Joe Russell.
Kaylee Catherine Rosen.
Michael Thomas Ruby.
Lindsay Michelle Rogan.
James Michael Schultz.
Nicholas John Sawyer.
Stephanie Lynn Slocum.
Marie D. Schneider.
Natalie M. Sordello.
Marie Michelle Shannon.
Janelle Francis Stacy.
Shane Austin Subert.
Madeline Angela Starks.
Nicholas James Sharoma.
Danielle Stevens.
Jacob Daniel Shirley.
Cassidy Heather Marie Stone.
Cole Dixon Simmons.
Hayden Alexa Sutton.
Daniel Parker Sitton.
Courtney Ann Thomas.
Joshua Fisher Springer, cum laude.
Emily Grace Trosen.
Shannon V. Teed.
Jacob William Trudeau.
Adam R. Valet Don Pillay.
Brooke Marie Tucker, magna cum laude.
Jordan William Weaver.
Austin Ray Volking.
Kelsey Ann Weiler.
Krista Nicole Wasankari.
James Christopher Wendell.
Chelsea Marie White.
Tanner Andrew Wiles.
Natasha Ann Zumwalt.
Rebecca Laverne Windsor. Magna cum laude.
Students graduating with a bachelor's degree in the College of Natural Resources will be greeted by Dean Kurt Pregetzer. Molly Marie Rard, summa cum laude.
Taylor Ray Walker.
Tyler Stephen Anderson.
Nicholas Michael Wren.
Dana Nicole Andres.
Zishin Ye.
Ricardo Jose Engel.
Jamie Kiona Young, cum laude.
Megan Jessica Bailey.
Robin Ann Zatches.
Catherine Grace Beyer, cum laude.
Kenneth Lee Zemechnik.
Nicholas Joel Birmingham.
I believe they call that a wrap.
Thomas Andrew Boggs. Emily Jean Brown, summa cum laude. Erica Nicole Carlson. Brandon Neil Carmen. Eric Michael Church. Emily Margaret Clark. Courtney Ann Cosden. Derek Michael Davidson. Zachary Gunnar Davis. Daniel G. Fletcher. Zachary C. Foster. Hector Adrian Garcia. Tyler P. Garwood. Josephine Sophia Greenwood, cum laude. Caitlin Danielle Otahere Hanks. Spencer Stanley Hansen. Miriam Arroyo Hernandez. Katie S. Hugler, magna cum laude. Jacob Brian Keithley. Elizabeth Lee Kennedy. Eric Arthur Larson. Blake Caitlin Lindsay, magna cum laude. Michelle Elaine Marks. Timothy Thomas Martin. Brooke C. Merkel, cum laude. Jacob Stephen Michulski. Julianne Miles. Cody Clifford Morgan. Joseph Francis Noonan. Bryant Eugene O'Keefe. Luke Philip Ostwald. Brett Michael Palmer. Joseph James Pryor. Cassidy Marie Robertson, summa cum laude. Arturo Fidencio Rosales. Sarah Elizabeth Rose, magna cum laude. Bo Patrick Schlater. Jason Thomas Savigny, magna cum laude. Carrie Elise Shropshire. Jennifer Ann Stephenson, cum laude. Austin David Terrell. Lauren Nicole Turner. Vernon Aaron Volmer. Kendall Lee Walton. Carlin Ann Yallop.
May I have all of our graduates please stand? This is the moment you have been waiting for. Time to move your tassels from the right to the left. Go Vandals! Congratulations! Thank you very much. Please be seated. I'd also like to draw your attention to the recipients of the Doctor of Medicine degree awarded through the WWAMI, Washington, Wyoming, Alaska, Montana, Idaho program in regional medical education, as well as the recipients of the Doctor of Veterinary Medicine degree awarded through our Washington, Idaho regional program in veterinary medical education. The Idaho students graduating in these medical education programs are noted in your commemorative program. Juris Doctor degrees will be awarded at the College of Law commencement ceremony held later this afternoon at 3 p.m. here in the Kibbe Dome. Now I wish to acknowledge, thank, and commend the faculty. You are the source of guidance and knowledge for our students. You set our curricula, advise, teach, and mentor students. You conduct research and you develop work in the creative and performing arts. You make innovations which are shared in your classrooms, laboratories, clinics, studios, fields, and landscapes throughout the state and around the world. Your intellect, commitment, training, experience, and wisdom is the core asset of the University of Idaho. Will the faculty of the University of Idaho please stand to be recognized? Thank you. It's a privilege and a joy to work with our very talented and committed student leaders. I'd like to have stand Safa Riyad, President of the Student Bar Association. Safa here. Anthony St. Clair, immediate past President for the Graduate and Professional Student Association. I know Anthony is here somewhere. Oh, he's behind me. And Max Cowan, immediate past President of the Associated Students of the University of Idaho. As well as Austin Carstetter, current president for the Associated Students of the University of Idaho. Thank you for your commitment to your fellow students on behalf of the University of Idaho. I'd like to invite Max Cowan, immediate past president of the Associated Students of the University of Idaho, forward to say a few words. Max?
Hello, everyone. I'd actually like to start with a book. It's Beacon for Mountain and Plain. It's the history of the University of Idaho, and I wanted to share a quote from it. And like a true vandal, I actually haven't read the book. That's actually a joke. I did read it, I promise. When the university was founded, it was written in the Blackfoot Times, which was the largest newspaper, that Moscow had the loveliest ladies and the noblest men in the territory, which I think is true. And that you could stand on the hilltops and tickle the feet of angels. That quote actually inspired poet laureate A.J. Morehouse to say that you should never forget the crested hill that you came from. But I'm not here today to give you advice. I'm here to congratulate all of you. You've already received so much congratulations for the big occasion, but in reality, this is the sum of every small thing that we've accomplished over the past 4, 5, in my case, or 6 or 7 years. And so I just wanted to recognize everything that it took to get here. So I want to congratulate you for finding your classroom in the TLC, as well as your professor's office in Brink. That's a real accomplishment. I think I'm most proud of, and you should be proud of, being able to get up at 8 a.m. for some math class that you don't really care about. Sorry, math faculty. For hiking up the hill and 3 flights of stairs to get to a classroom in the top of the admin, that is a momentous accomplishment. And I also want to congratulate everyone for this past week, finishing your finals when you had literally no ability to care about anything but graduation. That is an incredible achievement. You all know what it took to get here, and so I'm not going to go on and on, but again, congratulations. We did an incredible thing in being able to graduate, and go Vandals.
Well, thank you, I think, Max. On behalf of the University of Idaho, thanks for serving our undergraduate students this past year. Max also served as president not the previous year, but the previous year before that. So he served 2 years as president of ASUI. We appreciate your dedication, commitment, and leadership. Max, thanks very much. Founded in 1898, the University of Idaho Alumni Association is nearly as old as the institution. I'd like to ask Alumni Executive Director Kathy Barnard to stand, and all University of Idaho alumni in the audience and on the platform to rise and welcome the newest members of the University of Idaho alumni. You are joining an elite and loyal group of individuals numbering over 111,000. Welcome. Alumni, please stand. Thank you very much. Before we conclude our commencement, I'd like to take a moment to thank again the University Wind Ensemble and the Vandaliers. There are many others who worked for several months to make this event special. My thanks to the University Commencement Committee, the Faculty Commencement Committee, to University Support Services, the Kibbe Activity Center staff, our University Communications and Marketing Division, Registrar's Office, Alumni Office, Development Office, the President's Office, all the colleges and the faculty and staff of the University of Idaho who had a part in planning this ceremony. Thanks to all of them as well. A special thank you to our commencement readers, Sarah Nelson, Terrence Grebe, Leontina Hormel, David Lee Painter, Mark Nielsen, and Matt Foss. Great job. Thank you to our university and college floor marshals for volunteering your time today as well. Thanks very much. Graduates, please join family and friends at your college's reception immediately following the end of the ceremony. The locations can be found in your program. Please wait until the stage party has exited the seating area before you, graduates, begin to recess. And before we conclude, we invite everyone to rise for the singing of the chorus of the alma mater. The words are located in your program.